I'm scared. They're both making up what my first date would look like.
Okay.
Well, first of all, who is it with?
Okay, so we
See,
both get to do one. So
I've already done one with. You've already done one with Jagger. So.
Caden. I'm doing Caden.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
Please.
I'm
Okay. So Chloe's sitting in her house, mourning over being forced to go on a date with Natalie's brother. She is crying and weeping. Her older brother, walks upstairs and is like, "What's wrong?" And Chloe's like, "Nothing." And she's being, "There's a bee!"
It's fine.
Anyway, so she was crying, and she's like, "Nothing's wrong," being her dramatic self. And then she hears a ding dong on the door, and she's like, "Oh my word, this freaking psychopath is here." So she goes to the door and she opens up the door, and there stands Caden dressed in a beautiful suit and his hair combed. And Chloe has never seen him look like this in an actual suit, so she's amazed because Caden he looks pretty good. So she's like, "Wow." This is good. So, Caden sees Chloe, and she's wearing a freaking
Blushing.
and Chloe's wearing a freaking t-shirt because she didn't want to do this and she didn't want to put in the effort. But seeing him, she felt awkward, so she's like, "Wait a minute," and slams the door in his face. So she runs over and gets into her all pretty, and then she comes back and she's like, "Hello," and he's like, "Hi," and so Caden doesn't know how to drive. So they start walking, and Caden's awkward, and he doesn't know how to start conversation. So Chloe just tries to do something, and she's just like, "So, how's your sister?" And Caden's like, "She's a psychopath." Anyway, so it starts going. They start walking, doing their thing, and then their hands accidentally touch.
Oh my god!
And Chloe's so embarrassed.
What if he
and
walks out here?
Oh, that'd be awkward.
No.
And she's like,
I'll
"What?"
go get him.
Now you see how much fun it is for us to you. Okay, so, and Caden's like, "Oh," he's like, "Sorry," because he, doesn't care, because he's weird. And Chloe's just, blushing, and she's like, "Oh my word, why do I like this dweeb?" And then, anyway.
Why do I like this dweeb? I don't think that's something Chloe would say.
Okay, why do I like this dark? Okay, anyway, so they keep walking,
Don't
and then
offend
finally they make it to a restaurant, and they've been walking for 2 miles, so they're all sweaty and nasty. But they make it to this restaurant, and it's it's the first restaurant they see, and it's Pizza Hut, and they're like, "Yeah."
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
They dressed up to go to Pizza Hut.
Yeah, they go in Pizza Hut, and they sit down, he's having a good time ordering his pizza and talk about calculations and why he likes Minecraft and what he did in Minecraft the other day. And Chloe's just not amused, and she's like, "Okay," and just sits there awkwardly as he talks about stuff and laughs about himself. Anyway, so it keeps going until the date's finally over. And they have to walk home again, though, for a whole 2 miles, and she's already sweaty, so it's awkward. And then she collapses, and she falls, and she's like, "Ow," because she hurt herself.
Oh my god.
Go, Josh! So anyway, she walks home, and she falls, she collapses, "Oh, I'm so tired." And Caden is actually... with the gentleman he is, picks her up and carries her all the way to her home, where he goes to the door, and Cody's waiting there like, "What the heck is happening?" And
why is Cody waiting at the door in every single one? Because Cody's a stalker. Why is this happening?
And the door shuts, and it's over, and you swear to yourself that the only one you love is the dude that placed the flash. I forgot his name.
Barry
Allen.
Jagger.
He doesn't
And
play the
The
Flash.
number 2 is Jagger, and the number 3 is now Caden.
No. No. No.
Step on me.
No. Dylan or Jagger again?
I'll do Dylan.
I already did Dylan.
I said
Well,
you
fine.
could do it again.
Fine,
or
you can do
Sean,
Dylan.
But Annika doesn't really know Sean.
Okay, do Dylan. I want to hear this.
And I know Dylan.
I'll be back. I need food.
Get me food too.
What do you
Can you
want?
get
I
me
don't
some
care.
lemonade, please?
Okay, so let's see. You are going on a casual date with Dylan. This is your first date, and you're super excited, but you've kept it a secret from Marshall, otherwise he would have ruined it. And so Marshall is down in his room, and you're waiting upstairs at the table for Dylan, and and so you're sitting there waiting for Dylan, and you hadn't decided where you wanted to go for your date yet. And so Dylan gets there, and you get in the car because this is when you're older, so that you're not walking like on your awkward date with Caden. And so you get in the car, and you're driving, and then he's listening to the soundtrack of one of the musicals we've been in, and you guys both start singing.
Wait, it should be Peter Pan because we were both in that.
Yep.
Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wonder, darling. That's his voice.
That's not Dylan's voice.
Keep going. Keep going.
And so you both start singing, and he just kind of looks at you while you're singing, and
Can I shut the door so no one can hear us doing that?
I'll be back.
and then you cover your face with your hair because you're embarrassed, and you go into turtle, and then you finally, he asks you, he's like, well, okay, Chloe, so where are we going to go for our date? Because right now we're just driving. And she's like, well, let's go to the beach. And so you guys are going to the beach. And so you guys are driving to the beach, and you finally get there, and it's nice and warm out, and it's almost the sunset, so you guys go climb the dune, and you go sit there, and you watch the sunset. Yeah, I'm having way too much fun.
I know. Oh gosh, this is bad.
And so you're sitting there, and he kind of scooches closer to you.
Oh my god!
That's scary. Oh my god.
I didn't know a face could turn that way.
She's blushing way too much.
I always was.
She must have a lot of crushes.
Uncomfortable right now. Keep going. Get it over with.
Okay. And so you guys sit there and watch the sunset, and then when it's over, you guys walk down the dune, and you're walking on the beach, and it was kind of windy out, and so this big wave comes up, and it gets Chloe all wet, and she's super embarrassed. And so she's soaking wet the rest of their date, and so eventually he decides to bring you home. And he brings you home, and you think it's the worst date of your life, even though you still like Dylan a lot. The end.
I need therapy.
Really?
My legs are the only thing that's showing. Hello.
Hi, guys.
What do you do